Well, welcome to TFMS, the Fabulous Morning Show. The latest in news, reviews, and the hottest tunes that's busting here in America, and it's over a yard. I got the latest in breaking news. Apologize for not being able to do my webcast for the last 2 days. Been down and out, but I'm back, and I got crazy news. So let's get right into it. It says questions remain in the days following the dramatic arrest of the Times Square bombing suspect, Faiz Shahzad, who was captured only minutes before his plane was due to take off for Dubai and the United Arab Emirates. Faisal Shahzad was able to board Emirates Flight 202 late Monday despite being put on a no-flight list earlier that day, which was Monday. It says, but at the time of his ticket purchase, the airline had not refreshed its information, so his name did not raise any red flags. A senior counterterrorism official said authorities had tailed Shahzad throughout the day, but lost him before he arrived at New York's John F. Kennedy International Airport, where he was ultimately arrested. Moving along. Cumberland River in Tennessee was receding Tuesday, that's yesterday, Tuesday, as the favorable weather was in the forecast, bringing some relief to the flood-battered state. Severe weather over the weekend was blamed for about 28 deaths across the southeast. 19 of those in Tennessee between Saturday and Monday. It says the emergency official said 10 of the Tennessee deaths occurred in Nashville and the surrounding Davidson County. Nashville's mayor office said. President Obama on Tuesday named parts of Tennessee a major disaster area. This is going to catch a lot of headline. Check this out. A man from Maryland at a funeral home was lost their license after investigators found about 40 bodies stacked up on top of each other, leaking fluid in the garage, a state official said. It said the state board of morticians and funeral directors revoked the license of Chambers Funeral Home and Crematorium in Riverdale, Maryland. It says after April 26th visit to the site, Harry Close, H-A-R-I, Close, Mr. Close, president of the state funeral board, stated that some of the bodies were cadavers who had been donated to the local university for research. Other bodies came from other parts of the funeral home. The bodies were supposed to be cremated, but investigators were alarmed at how they were stored in the garage while they awaited cremation. It says inside the room was a large pile of approximately 12 by 12 feet of body bags containing human remains strewn on the floor of the garage in the front of the removal van. There was visible leakage from the body bags. A man who wrote about his life in a career criminal and his biography has confessed to a 33-year-old double homicide. Authorities in Ohio said Edward W. Edwards, who's 76, seen here, who is awaiting trial on murder charges in a separate case in Wisconsin. He admitted killing a young Ohio couple in 1977. So according to police and prosecutors, Edwards said he killed William Lavaco, 21, and Judith Straub, 18. Their bodies were found in a Sterling, Ohio park on August 8, 1977. Check this one out. The latest in news and reviews, TFMS. This one's going to stir a lot of heads, summer travelers. Nationwide, gasoline prices are expected to go up much above $3 a gallon on the average this summer, unless there is a demand surge for severe shock in supply. It says at about $2.90 a gallon, the average price of unleaded gasoline is 10% higher than it was in January and 40% more this time last year, according to the Motorist Group of AAA. Other analysts say the rise in prices is pretty typical for this time of the year. Moving along, Bret Michaels has been released from the Phoenix, Arizona hospital, where he was being treated for suffering a massive brain hemorrhage
12 days ago. His neurosurgeon said Tuesday. Doctors are feeling pretty confident that Michaels will not suffer another hemorrhage and will make a full recovery. Dr. Joseph Zambarowski said the rock singer and TV reality superstar faces 4 to 6 weeks of bed rest before he can resume his normal schedule. Moving along, Caribbean news. TFMS, the latest news reviews and the hottest tunes that's here in America and abroad. Caribbean news, Port-au-Prince, Trinidad. Close to 100 candidates have been nominated to contest the May 24th general election in Trinidad and Tobago. The Elections Boundaries Commission, EBC, has announced both the ruling People's Nation Movement, PNM, and United Nations Congress-led People Partisanship compromise of 5 opposition parties and trade unions will contest all 41 seats at stake in the poll that the Prime Minister Patrick Manning called 2.5 years ahead of the constitutional deadline. Moving along, it says a Grenadian man in the island of Grenada, the country in the southeastern Caribbean Sea, has left police in a quandary about how to deal with 2 severed human heads, which was presented to them in a bucket. Horrified police have detained the 32-year-old man who walked into the station to offer himself up for arrest. The man entered the Greenville station on Tuesday, which was yesterday, with his haul, but was not immediately charged. Moving along, TFMS, the latest news, reviews, and the hottest tunes, like I told you, here in America and abroad, where we give it to you up here, close and personal. Entertainment. Moving along, it says murder trial for Aubrey Berry, the man accused of shooting Atlanta rapper Dolla in broad daylight at the Beverly Hills Mall, started on Tuesday, yesterday, May 4th. Berry, 24, is being tried by a jury for committing the 2009 murder after the two had allegedly been involved in an altercation at a strip club in Atlanta. It says Berry claims that Dolla, who was shot 8 times from behind, was threatening his life while acting in self-defense. Berry is facing maximum sentence of life in prison if convicted of Dolla's murder. Lil Wayne can't seem to get enough of him. It says Lil Wayne was and is maybe locked behind Rikers Island from the industry, but that does not stop him and his associates from handling business. Listen up. Grammy Award winning producer Chandra Bangladesh Crawford has a $500,000 bone to pick with Mr. Dwayne Carter. Bangladesh stated, "I don't want to blank with Lil Wayne," and you can print that. He continued to state that Cash Money didn't pay him for his royalties for producing the Carter 3. But you have to sue these guys so that they will pay up. Bangladesh also stated that it's Lil Wayne's and Baby's responsibility to pay me because of the money from the album sale goes to Cash Money. I get checks from Sony, from Beyonce checks. That's a different label. So why can't I get money from these guys? You don't have to call them to sue them, and all of that is junk. It's money that's owed to me. He also went on to say, I have kids. In the hood, people get killed for $10. Wow. Moving along, he said, I couldn't imagine owing someone hundreds of thousands of dollars and just walking around in front of them. This is why Manny Fresh don't blank with Cash Money, because he never got any royalty money for his work. Moving along, and this is gonna top the craziness right now on the charts. Sometimes fact that may surround stranger than fiction, and the call from the source that say Bounty Killer, yes, the wall Bounty Killer will be going to church on Sunday, this past Sunday, with Mama Ivy. Somehow Bounty Killer and church are the two words that just don't go together. It doesn't coincide. But anyway, the story said that Miss Ivy's son, Miss Ivy and Miss Ivy's son, who's a Christian lady, Bounty Killer, attended church this past Sunday, May 2nd. And sources pointed out, if Mama Ivy said come to church, Emma go. Moving along. TFMS, the latest news and reviews of the hottest tunes, and this is what I give you each and every day. Tune in tomorrow and see where or what I'll be covering. And if you have news and reviews that you'd like to cover, selectorfabulous@hotmail.com. If not, twitter.com/SELECTA FABULOUS. TFMS. Have a good one.